last time we left off. Party. Well, they were doing what they always.
Fishing in the wind. Satsu's sitting there having tea with those two. Dave's doing a read. Shadow's in a fucking drooling coma. Currently in a baby carrier off of an Oni's back.
Tellis
Thanks,
is
Google.
watching the Artificer Fair.
Ah, yes. A lot going on there. It's basically going. It's battle bots right now.
There better be a
rule for
lot
battle.
going on if it's supposed to change the entire stacks of something that's going there.
Oh no, that's what happens if you walk over to the alchemist and not watch what the fuck you eat, you know. The artificers are currently having battle bots with no sentient automatons being the rule because the only one who should be able to feel pain about the robot being destroyed is the creator, not the createe.
That's fair.
Which immediately disqualified like 16 artificers.
But fear is a good motivator.
You can't kill robots with sadness, Clyde. You can when they develop depression.
The robot has developed a depression. Oh, like a dent? No, like the emotional kind.
Oh no. All I feel is pain. Yeah, me too, buddy. Fucking resonate with Painbot more and more every day.
Life is pain.
All I know is pain.
That's a. I don't know what it was about today, but my every.
Uber's a tough job, especially when you have to fight off all the little goddamn.
I'm right there with y'all.
My wallet aches.
What'd you spend money on?
No, my paycheck didn't come through today.
Oh, bills though. People got that.
And all my bills hit on the 17th.
RIP. Mine's at least sparsed out. Like, once the bills come, it's one of those. I only have to pay for like 2 to 3 weeks, and then I get a whole week to myself, so it's kind of nice.
I get paid weekly, but like I expected to wake up to having money in my account today, and I don't.
That's why I use my PayPal as my checking account with a direct deposit. Fingers crossed that PayPal pulls the strings. The world's biggest online bank. Give me the 2-day early shit. I mean, or in Goldman Sachs for any fucking hecklers. I know, all right, but monopolized Vanderbilt dirty money can't be counted in this argument.
Okay, if I remember, I was talking with Asuka.
Yep. Yeah, and they're doing that thing like you're sitting by them, but you're sitting by them because they get that hand on hip. They've become a very assertive woman.
And I got my new priestess gown or outfit. And I inquired about a samurai sword.
Oh yeah, congratulations on your initiation. The death, by the way.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh, okay, hold on. So on a 92, Asuka can pique their interest about giving you samurai weaponry. It might be better to ask them than Darcy's, since Darcy's would know someone, but Asuka being the empress of all of fucking Asia has a better chance.
True, and I mean, I probably would have said it, you know, to Xerxes and out loud. Like, just, wonder if I can get a good samurai sword here. You said on a 92?
Although that's what I rolled to see if they would be inquired. I just had a...
Well, I rolled a 95!
Ah, perfect.
Don't know how I managed that, but okay. I didn't even see how many rerolls I got.
The dice know. The dice always know.
The dice always know. But sometimes the dice can be confused because they don't know if you're trying to roll high or low for this check.
Like when
It
they
likes
kept trying to figure out Fuyu's sexuality for the first few sessions.
The dice
yeah.
like me. I get 4 rerolls today.
Yeah, who you would like to do? Oh yeah, plus you also get your 4 free rerolls period from being Xerxes' minion.
Like daily?
Yeah, every day automatically on any throw.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Also,
You want in
It's
on
a-
this, Dave?
also
It's a
sucks if
really-
you're like breathing on your mic.
It's a really broken thing.
Yeah, it does sound like it.
Like it's one of those that if you can that's how it's one of those things that separates veterans from new players. New players will think it's not strong. Veterans understand how overpowered 4 automatic free rerolls are every single day.
So that's like 8 chances that's saying fuck
Yeah. Some people do have bad enough luck while they're
Dang.
going through all 8 of them.
God forbid I'm re-rolling on a grapple check. That would be, a potential 16 rolls plus, whatever tenacity I throw at it.
True.
So yeah, I would inquire to Asuka as well.
They're gonna take themselves a few seconds to think while promptly and cautiously. I'm just kidding you. Despite them being a ruler, they've never lost that. All liquid must be treated like liquor and consumed ravenously.
As I just take a sip from my drink.
There's a few people that can give you what you need further inland. You'd have to come closer to home, though. I do have a royal swordsmith who's very good at their job. I believe they're the descendant of Yake, a little human bastard who was known as the Dragon or something or another. Feisty fucker.
sounds like
I just don't know if you could afford the materials, though, since he doesn't work with normal skills anymore, thanks to the fact that I've started to incorporate an exorbitant amount of magical means and super alloys into things, thanks to the gross amount of knowledge that I've been able to acquire from traders who all want spices or unique exotic goods or the many things that one who is a patron of the arts might desire.
Well, how much are we talking?
Oh, on the lower end, he'll make a personal defense wakizashi for someone that runs about 3,000 or 4,000 gold.
Gold or thorium?
Gold.
hey, shooting stars are free. You just have to catch them.
Though if you can bring him a material he's never used before, he'll do it for free. Which would be setting you up to fail there, since I've made sure he's had a lot of materials he's never used before. Except dragon scales, those are very hard to find.
I mean, and I start looking
No.
around for Xerxes.
No.
Those don't count. No.
One.
Those
Pulling
aren't
up one of
natural
my
dragon scales.
One, I'm not naturally born. 2, pulling off one of my scales would be separating part of my contained power from me, which will literally blow the fuck up. The scale will be fine. You would be very sore. And 2, just no. 2 again. No. Also, and you know what? 2, the third. Fucking. Alright, I've already bent the rules a lot for you, a little bit, and I've gotten an amazing blowjob and anal out of it, mind you, but still, no. You've got to at least give a little more before you ask for something like part of my flesh. That's not flesh.
Damn, there was that wind dragon I encountered a while back, but
the one that got shouted to death.
yeah, yeah. But before I could even, investigate, I was woofed away. Glad Jack's okay.
He's fine. Yeah, and they told me that you didn't like it that they went to go find him a mirror, so I made sure that they didn't find him a mirror, you fucking weirdo.
You don't need a mayor. You got me.
I need another fucking mayor, alright? Celis keeps trying to do kleptogenesis with everything because she's fucking gremlin. Complaining that she can't do it because mine's too effective. It's always on point. It's not my fault. I mean, it kind of is because I ate all those fruits and did all that stuff that broke the world a bunch.
It's definitely your fault.
And I got this fucking title over my head constantly.
Look, if you didn't try to pick up a stick, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Yeah, so I didn't try to be productive as the only person in the session because everyone else was away and I was trying to help. But yeah, anyways, you know what? I don't really have anybody in Asuka's legal territory, so if you want to go be a priestess there for a little while and earn some favor, I don't know, I might pay you in whatever fucking swords you want. I don't know. Just, do you want actually one armor, or do you want samurai aesthetic bikini? The fact that you're thinking about that disheartens me.
I'm actually not interested in the bikini, believe it or not.
Fucking cap. The only god that understands all of his references is fucking Apollo. Because, you know, he has foresight.
Apollo has to suffer like that.
Look, because in Greek mythology, Apollo can see up to 800 years in the future. Okay? He knows them. He knows what yeet means.
Apollo's that guy that goes back to 2002 and posts an Among Us meme in the future on Reddit.
Mm-hmm. Just so you know, if you do come to where I am, and I'm going to put you specifically in the royal palace in the capital city, and I will let you do your business for scaly fuck. Oh. However, the fact of the matter is going to remain of the concept that, oh, you won't be able to go with any of your friends if you have anything you're trying to do. It would be best advised to keep you around the Silent. While they can reach anywhere in the world, they're much faster in the homeland.
Well, in a couple of weeks, I do have one thing I do need to take care of. That shouldn't be too far from here. A couple days travel, probably faster, depending on what we have available.
Got like 4 quests open right now.
Do I?
There's the lady from the mansion that wants you to bring them more sweets. There's the casino. They want you to come back.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. They didn't like outright say it, but the guy that did the Russian roulette with the mansion thing.
Oh, I didn't know they wanted me to come back.
Of course they do. The house always wins. If you leave with all your money, then the house didn't win, did it?
Hey, Xerxes got casinos if you want. So he's got, I mean, even though domains themselves can only be either like space anomalies or just big like his, the reason he made his expansive is specifically so his casinos could be multi-tiered on the inside despite being like 2 stories tall on the outside.
Well, I'll point over to the drooling person. You know, as much as I love to go in casinos every once in a while, somebody doesn't.
Well, that's fine. You can just leave him here and I'll have some of the guards watch him.
So that's 3 quests.
Yeah, and then there's also the key thing,
Uh-huh.
and still haven't figured out exactly what the tentacle thing is. That's less of a major quest and more of a side quest thing.
It's getting there. Now that I can actually have fun again.
Now that you can actually feed it.
That's us, because on that mind's like, I wonder what that tentacle would feel like on my dong. You mentioned it, and now she's got that idea in her head.
Intrusive.
Her literal thoughts are, if I don't like it, I'll just eat it.
It doesn't like being outside. It much prefers being inside.
Well, she's saying like while fucking me. How that would feel.
Oh my god, Xerxes actually, since they're alone, he pulled out his one piece of technology. He has created a phone made out of magical crystal. Alright. So I got a bunch of this bullshit to do. Yeah, no prayer, no answer, bad, good, bad, neutral. Wait, what are you neutral? This isn't, you're not supposed to be neutrality. This is a simple list of prayer demands for sexual relief. How are you just neutral on the concept? Are you dead inside, child? Are you okay?
Just swiping left and right like a fucking godly Tinder.
I mean, basically, yes, because he'll swipe fucking left, like, nope, not answering this fucking weird shit, no. He's developed the ability of power reading. He only needs to glance at something, and it gets cataloged, and he processes it, and then nope.
So,
my
Dave, have you been having fun?
Dave.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got this boob on my head, and I'm just reading here, buddy. I'm all right.
Boob?
Ah, yes.
Yeah, and I just like look up, and it's an Oni boob just resting on my head.
Ah.
So
That's Chio-Bei's daughter. You never met him. He was my best friend from childhood and a good general. I also accidentally cut off Shadow's arm once when stopping an assassination attempt coincidentally on, well, me. Because Shadow was standing in the way when he did his little lightning slash. It's really interesting. He used to use all of his Oni. His Oni magic was basically he could go from point A to point B by turning himself into essentially a giant coil and firing off. It's super great for massive speed, but it wasn't very good at turning. Well, all of its turns were extremely jagged. He died, though, in the invasion war, protecting, well, me. So I've been raising her. And I made her a silent, because she had prowess and wanted skill. I also permitted her to have the day off so she could harass your friend over there, apparently. That was so important.
Wasn't Shadow here for an assassination of some sort?
Probably not me, otherwise I'd fucking eat him. And then there was that weird demon friend that they had, who stood up on a fucking stool, punched me in the ass cheek, and then laughed at me. So I picked him up and fucking ripped his legs off.
Yeah, Dave, don't piss off an Oni.
oh, I had no intention to doing that.
Oh, you can finally see when she actually pulls her sleeves back. Her extra large kimono sleeves are hiding 2 sets of hands instead of 1. Oh, by the way, I would like to invade the neighbors. I'm sorry, what?
Alright, I'll say it. I bet they give great hand jobs.
So, when you're back on duty, execute that man. Well, you better start running, pal. I ain't stopping her. But yeah, this invading the neighbors thing. Hi, by the way, this is tea time, not wartime. What's going on? I want to expand. And those fuckers on the other side of the mountain have been pissing me off with their, oh, look at us, we're human and we're a stable government. I just don't like that because of the fact that they've been calling me, despite my better economy, better technological development, better societal living standards, and fair and equal treatment of all species regardless of yokai, human, or otherwise, they still have the audacity to talk down to me despite my physical size disparity when I want it to be. I'm Asian. It's not my fault I'm tiny. It's expressly your fault because you're the one who kept consuming souls until you got strong enough to shrink. It's like, not my fault that I have a bad oil in my car when you never change it. But you know the rules. If you want to invade over there and have military access, I kind of have to call in the neighbors if you'd like to do that. So... which means I gotta find Priya because she has all the information on that little fucking magical clipboard of hers. Priya. Oh shit, there she is. Hi. Xerxes did not notice the small goblin just sitting on a stool beside him because table is like 5 feet off the ground. She's like 3. Hello, oh, thank you for the clipboard, okay. Oh, so apparently you've got to deal with the Baltics.
Not the Baltic Turks.
So that's got to take a minute. Well, they're nice people. I mean, they're not going to be happy knowing that you want to go to war with them, though, and take over their land. And I don't really know, despite it being a good strategical advantage, if I'd be okay with you marching the Night Army through my territory, or at least I know a section of it, because no one can understand the force of the Night Army because it is too vast. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. It's the deity. I don't know anything about yokai. It's not like I haven't fucked a bunch of your gods. And Tsukiyomi, that hot-ass god. Yes? Got it? God? They're whatever they want to be. They're not the non-conforming, non-binary, gender-fluid moon deity. Tsukiyomi, by the way, I rolled. It's one of those deities that confuses Xerxes! Because one day they're he, then the other day they're she, because that's how their lore works in mythology. And it fucks with him! He tries to get them right, but they won't stop flip-flopping!
Just regard them as Yomi. Don't even pronoun.
Nope, just Sue. Calling you Sue, fuck you. And that's E Nari. I can't call her E or she'll stab me. A bunch. Like that one time.
Exactly 9 times, and then 2 more.
Yep. That's a whole 13 times. There were so many tales. That's all he remembers of the times that they've done anything together. Just tales. Watching somebody try to wade through a fucking thicket without a machete. It's like walking around in the Everglades without a machete. You don't know what's on the other side. You know it's fun, though.
Probably a snake.
Yeah, there was a snake. Fuck. No, it's probably a snake riding on an alligator or a crocodile, let's be honest.
Florida man.
It's a possum riding on a swamp.
Swamp puppies. Floridian swamp cat, anyway. But yeah, so Satsu, you can discuss that with Asuka, or, you can take a job for me, and I could pay you a lot of money, because money has no value to me. It's just a cruel joke, because I grew up as a poor kid, and now here I am.
I mean, I look at Asuka. I mean, I do kind of need a lot of money if I want a really nice samurai sword.
Yeah, it's true, you do. Specifically because it'll probably be an enchanted blade.
I don't even have 1% of that amount.
Oh, well, if it's enchanted, then you can go ahead and add a 0 to that.
Mind you, if you want to katana. What is this price is? A few thousand platinum. It's not that much. Oh yeah, that's easy.
Right.
Ah yes, nothing. Money, not an object. And then you just got like that's like a pause fucking frame moment. Just giant arrow, Empress, gone.
Has had at most on me at one time barely over 20.
Or would it be closer to 10,000? Probably 10,000. Isn't that guy that made that? Was it like the Sword of Dusk and Dawn or whatever it was? Oh yes, that was a fun sword. It's did all kinds of weird magical bullshit though. I'm not a fan of the fashion over function. I like this. And then they'll pat the old katana that's been sitting on their back. Because she's a fan of the Shabard method.
And,
fashion. Dungeon.
And, I mean, Dave, you'd probably need a better weapon at this point, right?
I mean, I wouldn't say no to one. Got this
buy
thing
one.
since I got this here, a week ago. Whenever I got here, it's just the old saber. No question, really. Above table, real quick.
Yeah.
I chose the quote unquote saber roll or whatever it was. Does that like extend to all swords, or is it just specifically sabers? It's the only thing I can use and be like quote unquote proficient in.
Let me look at the class.
Don't quote me on it, but I think that only applies to specifically sabers.
Yeah, I think so too, because it was
In the fencing.
it's proficient with sabers, parry 2 targets at once. So whenever I do that, it can only be with sabers, correct?
I gotta look at the.
Okay.
Yeah, we intentionally worded it obscurely so the rules can be bent by people who are creative. Because part of the game is bending the rules a little bit. It's more fun, like old school D&D.
Yeah, gotcha.
Or like real DMs who don't want vanilla D&D. They want a little bit of chaos because they've got a giant notebook built from the internet on how to counter the chaos.
Oh no, I literally let the dice decide what my players do in my campaign right
Yeah,
now.
that's pretty much the half fun. That's fuck. These fuckers here are dark, and the other fuckers didn't even do the last campaign I ran for them for the homebrew test. They didn't even follow the original story I had set up. I just fucking let it run wild, and it had an interesting resolution.
Session 1, help fight off a bear. Session 20, kill God.
Yes, by
Well.
by session 20, you were literally fighting a fucking crusader who cast smite in the form of a fist on 2 of your teachers.
Nice.
And Mob was put into a coma from an axe to the face.
Yeah. Sad. Okay, so you are proficient with sabers. Just anything that is labeled as a saber, you're proficient.
Okay, so I do get now. I'm sorry to interrupt, Dark, but does that mean I have to wait until I have those practice or those encounters to be proficient with it, or is that just straight? I got proficiency right now.
That is immediate. You completely bypass
Right, meow.
the subtract 10 attack points.
All right, Meow.
Well, hell, okay.
Otherwise, if you pick up like any other weapon, you gotta like
Super troopers
kind
as
of
well.
figure it out for a little while.
Gotcha.
Oh, hell. It's about time.
Yeah. Oh, fucking Neil Cap. Oh, God, I love him.
That one was a StarCraft reference.
Yes, but he was also Tychus Finley.
Okay, and the other skill that you class is, it doesn't matter if you're holding a saber. If you have a weapon in your hands, you're able to parry 2 targets at once, which is essentially, instead of just going through the motions of the parry function on one target, you pick.
Okay. And that's parries only if I roll exact numbers, right?
There's like different parries.
Okay, I'll look that up. Don't
Yeah.
sweat it. I'll yeah.
You are correct.
Okay.
I think that's an option.
Dart. Don't forget about parry 0.
That's that's not in the rulebook yet.
It needs to be!
Parry 0.
Oh, okay, so...
Is it like Steve Perry? Is that like the oh shit, I'm sorry. Is that like the Psycho from basketball?
Okay, no. So Parry Zero, there's this professional fencer who plays VR games and shit, and he was showing off the parry. He was showing how actual parry tactics are really effective and shit, like in the VR swordplay games. And he's showing the mighty Parry Zero, where he would just do a parry, and then they would just fall over dead. And then you see like he accidentally fumbles, and you see him drop a double barrel shotgun on the ground from behind the camera. Just don't look at that. Ignore that. And that's the Parry Zero, is he would parry and then both barrels into their fucking stomach.
It works.
Oh, that's funny.
That is
Yeah,
a
that
great
worked.
parry.
Oh, fuck.
You can do that with the rules right now. It's just not a specific skill.
It's one of those hidden things that we put in there, I think, but we should hint at it a little more, because
I
only
would have to
true-
find a shotgun first.
I mean, a blunderbuss would work.
Oh, go talk to the artificers. They probably have a lot of illegal weapons. They're only legal because they're in a domain. Once they leave, they have to leave them here.
The artificers have a crap oil. They just don't care.
They literally have a massive there's an artificer here who is a wanted criminal in some of the countries because of the fact that he once built a fucking quadrupedal mech that he was just to settle a dispute with his fucking neighbor, and decided the best way to do that was to take a multi-barreled 500-pound cannon and then make it magic so it fires automatically. He who lives in glass houses.
It's a big boom.
It is still illegal to defend your home with an automaton. However, dungeons are excluded from it.
True. Yeah, a lot of the people that are under Xarxes are degenerates. He attracts true people, though. The degenerate fucking crime breakers are usually the real people. You could be like Athena and have all the schnobs.
I mean, yeah, if you can, I mean, I don't need anything fancy like a goddamn claymore, but if I can get a nice little saber, I'll take it. That's what I'm comfortable with so far.
The infinite claymore. You can daisy
The
chain
clay
as many
moose.
as you want. Yeah.
Clay most.
The clay-
Have you not? The claymore, it's a claymore,
What
but it's
did I start?
30 feet long.
Oh god, the clay most essentially takes the entire door frame up. The whole thing.
Yep.
If the claymore doesn't kill them, the entire fucking building falling on them up.
Yep. Alright, so you want a sword, and he wants a sword, and so says she'll pay for it. Probably on the condition that you're her sex toy, Dave. Sorry, man. Don't know what to tell you.
Taking one for the team, I see.
Well, I mean, I've had worse. No, I'm teasing. I don't say that out loud. God, no. I mean, I've been in worse situations than this, I should say. I mean, I don't know. I'm more of a follower right now, so whatever Satsu's doing, I'm pretty much all along for the ride. I was thinking that with his priestess thing, I don't know. I remember someone saying about how it's dangerous to walk around, and I've seen Satsu in action. I don't think she needs a lot of protection, but you know, a little added benefit of me around could be some protection.
Well, with your peculiar predicament, Dave, you would be the bane of some god hunters, even when they have demigod blessings. Because a lot of them are... It's like the Hindu methodology. Regardless of your blessing, it always seems that at the core of magic, no matter how godly you are, a man will always undo you. In this case, a man-shaped flesh golem.
Unmanned.
So while... Yes. Young man. Oh, there is a YMCA somewhere in this world. You just gotta find it when it's, not
It's around.
somewhere. Last time I seen it was in the Redwood City, but, well, Redwood City burned down and then somebody magicked it back up. Dumbasses that burned it down. It burned down. Both times it was the same army, and both times that army died to it collapsing on them. I don't know why. I think they're just fascinated by the fact that it takes like 20 hours for the trees to burn, and forget that there's city atop it. Who am I kidding? We all would just stop and look at a train crash. Just, ugh.
That's a
Okay. For you. Take these documents and go talk to the bulk search and take them what they need. Know to come here for delegation within within 3 moons. Without 3 moons, I'll assume that they're taking a defensive position and I'll allow us to their territory. It mostly is a posture to let them know, and they know that they can't win the war here because in this domain, unless they're a god hunter who knows what they're doing, you're going nowhere. You're gonna walk in here with your cock out like you're gonna start a fight, and then you're gonna walk off the other side down into that giant pit, fall into Asia, and then find all of Asuka's little fucking fuck trophies running around doing shit. I only have 13. Congratulations, I have a lot more. Remember, I'm the reason the Green Plague was a thing. Thank you, by the way. I miss Lower Korea. Hey, you shouldn't have put all the kimchi there. Little fuckers like fermented snacks. I have rolled a bunch of the dice. They have developed a very interesting relationship with each other as a work friends. Satsu, you want to get kidnapped by her and be her priestess and make money, or do you want to do a bunch of long hauls? Alright, I'm making it simple like this. If you go with her, you could probably sleep your way into a sword. You go with me, you're probably going to have to work for it, because I can't give you a free sword.
Well, she also said if I go with her, then, they can't come along.
No, they can come. You just can't go with them. They could come to the palace, the city, and live there. There's plenty of jobs to do there. We've discovered a few dungeons on the outskirts of some of our territory. They could work there if they wanted. There's mines. There's the nuclear facilities, or the preemptive facilities for power if they know what they're doing. There are jobs, it's just you won't be able to leave because, one, I don't want to make him mad. While I am unstoppable, this fucker expands his domain by an inch. That's an inch I can no longer fight him in. And out of courtesy, he's only taken the mountaintops because he knows that I need land to feed thousands, if not millions, of people. Actually, I think the population of my country alone is somewhere in the 400 million mark now. So,
it has got lots of space.
Yeah. Xarces intentionally is not expanded specifically so Asuka can grow, because he knows that he's got his degens, and as it goes and goes, he'll get it bigger and bigger. But he values letting the world grow more than himself, because unlike some of the gods, he's not self-centered, which is weird, but that's the perk of him being human. He's like Buddha in that regard. Because he was human, he understands the struggles of humanity. That's why Buddha's such a bro. The dude would literally betray the other gods if it meant helping protect the humanity that he once had.
That reminds me of the whacked out post I read. You think it sucks so much because when we put him to death and he thinks below that is actually fine?
Right?
It's like, damn it.
Honestly, though, it's fucking wild how Christianity exploded in popularity.
So what do you think, Dave?
Dave is okay.
Oh,
Dave FK.
I didn't see that. Oops.
Daft.
Yeah.
Okay, so with you, I'd be around here and doing jobs.
Yeah, I'd put you on maybe some escorts, because not everyone wants sex. Some people just want a pretty woman with them, because there are some older traders that come here, and they're not like the creepy old men. I've got a few of those. I'll keep you away from them. But they just, a lot of them, unfortunately, because there's war in this world constantly, And just recently, a war was resolved around my territory alone with the Baltic Serbs, I think, whoever they are. They're pretty strong little fuckers. I'll give them that. But a lot of them lose family or friends in war, and they just want someone to do the trading routes with them and keep company. There's this one older gentleman. He's, bless his heart. I always send the younger, prettier priestesses because they remind him of his daughter, who he lost because she was a nurse in the war. One of the many wars.
I mean, I would be a pretty good bodyguard as well.
True.
It's also
I mean,
a
you know,
really long walk to get from South America all the way up in Japan.
true.
That's like half the world.
Ugh.
Don't worry, I wouldn't make you walk. You could sit in my litter on my lap.
Just flashbacks to bouncing around in a rug coated pot.
Ah, see, this is different. It's litter, which means you can fall out.
Oh, don't worry, they won't let you off.
Why are your ears so fluffy?
I know, right?
I mean, I don't know. I wasn't born into this body. I
Would you like me
I
to
do take care of my hair though.
Would you like me to suck that other soul out of you, so it can be put out of its misery?
Mm,
You've killed people before. You can't take the moral ground on this one.
Lose access to emergency button.
my emergency button. Oh, to go back into my body immediately.
No, what's it called?
Blurry?
No, not.
Oh.
It's a thing that all characters have.
Yeah, because if she sucks the soul out, it would technically solidify you as an NPC. PC. An NPC PC. If you would.
Second. Ah, reactive instinct.
What is that? I don't remember that.
During moments of high danger, stress, or confusion, during the prepared action step of combat, another influence may use their experience and will to force you to perform one of up to 4 skills you wouldn't normally be able to perform. PC will still get a turn after this. After he revives, those 4 skills change. And this is entirely because you're essentially possessing. Their soul is still there. If you're freaking out, they can take over for a bit.
Oh, like a trauma moment where you kind of disassociate yourself.
It's essentially one of those moments where you have, I fucked that all up. It's one of those out-of-body moments.
Oh, you know what that makes me think of? Mr. Robot. If you've ever seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Like how, I think it was season 2 where he was getting tortured and he was basically in a happy place, you know, and the dad kind of took over the body during those moments. So he didn't have to absorb that stress himself.
Yeah, it's like that.
Is that in the rules?
Reactive instinct is in the rules.
Reactive. Oh. Wait, that's at the top. Oh, okay, here it is.
So when you asked me what I thought, Tatsu, actually, I mean, I don't have much of an opinion on anything. I'd rather not be, I guess, stuck somewhere. And I know you got shit you got to do.
I know you're a
We still
roll,
don't.
but God, have an opinion, man.
We still don't know where the hell happened to what's his nuts either. Cabot. Is Cabot officially gone?
I mean, I can try to send him a message. I just imagine I'll just get static back again.
I was just looking at the.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. There is
and
no Cabot, only Zool.
but if that's the case, then he's
God,
back
yeah.
with the player.
Oh, you figured it out. Yeah, congratulations.
Oh,
What'd you figure
That
out?
really something. That's
this is in character now, okay?
okay.
Yeah,
it's
you
taken-
can't blame
it's-
them in character though, between the horny and the hard dicking for a day.
Then what's my excuse? 'Cause I still don't get it.
Being forced to hard dick for over a day.
There we go. Oh, okay, there we go. Fuck, that hurts.
I mean, yeah, I probably did.
Yeah, that too.
Are you calling me fat? Yes, they are. So what of it? Fuck you.
Stay.
I mean,
That's a good save, young lady. I don't fucking know, dude. All you damn Oni. All look like jailbait sometime. Wait, what the fuck do I care? I'm a deity and you're like 70 years old.
Darkseid's over here robbing the retirement home.
Hey, damn right he is!
Going in for that Gilf action.
Zar's just like, I like mature women. Oh, so like 30, 40? Nah, fam, if that woman ain't over 100 years old, get that bitch away from my dick. Alright, I want somebody that knows how to suck on that motherfucker like it's covered in milk and magnesia. Help with that heartburn.
Out of character.
Yeah.
Does Cabot eventually plan on coming back?
They
Oh,
mentioned
he's
it.
no longer on the server.
Yeah, he's not on the server anymore because he doesn't want the distraction. And he doesn't want to spoil it for himself. But he mentioned that like if he gets time, he'll come back. But until he does,
I wanna-
if you guys run into the player again, you might see them too.
Huh.
You might just run into them at some point. World now.
oh, hey,
they
give it
die.
a couple more days and you can meet the reviler. Look at that. The dice decided they'll be coming home.
All
or
right,
they'll
so
be
you
getting-
got a couple of days to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Ah,
I remember that.
I'm just gonna get there, like, it just kicks open the door. I've come to fuck something until it bleeds.
Does
And
it
I'm
have
not
to
gonna
bleed?
use my cock. This specific reviler's weapon combination is literally a shield built into their left, all the way up their left fucking armor plate arm for their suit, and just a giant fucking fist that's reinforced as just a punching device. So they literally just use a shield and a giant fist covered in fucking spikes. They are a very ruthless warrior. The amount of teeth that have been lost to the edge of that shield alone.
Blunt force trauma is pretty strong.
Yeah, exactly. They are.
Hmm.
The dice decided that he wound up with a reviler, a truly sick and twisted killer. But they're not a bad servant. It's just it boggles his mind as to why they're such a good follower despite being so fucking anachronistic to his thing.
Fuck you, Xerxes, you bearded bastard. How's it going?
I fucking love you, you buzzard! I'm 99% confident that this reviler is the offspring of the man who had the worst day in the world.
I believe it. It was more than a day, though.
True,
He had 6 straight months of horrible luck because he was soaking up all of the party's bad luck because of a fucking curse.
Well, I do like to travel a bit, so I think, you know, doing some of those escort type missions would be nice.
Alright, then.
And, you know, I still have goals around here.
You want to fuck
Right.
your horse, don't you?
I mean, do you not?
I don't think Jack would be appreciative.
I mean, you're not wrong, but do you not?
Dave's just sitting over there, just shaking his head. Nope.
Well, I mean, I'm a deity, you know, of Odin, Zeus, and he just starts. He goes to list off, but then he like stops at Zeus and after Zeus and Odin, and is like, wait, and then one finger, another finger, another finger, another finger, another finger. You know what? Never mind. There's no judgment to be cast. Zarcy just had a moment of clarity thinking about the sheer amount of bestiality committed by the gods. The gods are California. Makes perfect sense.
Thinking about the sheer
Here's someone in the
amount
back. It's interspecies erotica, fucko.
Asuka, make sure you're silent next to
Oh,
that guy
shit.
too.
It wasn't me, it was
guy.
someone in the back.
the
You
sheer
became a
amount of
ventriloquist.
bestiality blamed on Zeus. What are you doing with that
Zeus.
goose, Melinda? It's Zeus.
Right? Like a cobra chickens. I mean, wait, are you asking me if I want to have sex with your horse or have sex with you? You know what? Never mind. Anyways, regardless. Alright. I guess I win. So Priya, yep, she's gone. Well, she's taking that thing. We're having tea. So Oscar, you gotta, you know, stay a couple days if you want. I'm probably gonna have to go do godly stuff here because I can only spare like 20 minutes at a time. So you wanna get after that, and they'll gesture to Satsu. Go right ahead. I'm not gonna stop you. They're an adult. You're an adult. Go be degenerate somewhere. I gotta go do a bunch of prayer per work, and then make sure that the BattleBots competition has a lot of competitive integrity, and by that I mean mostly that's what we've named the box it happens in, because last time somebody's kid got thrown. He didn't die, but they got thrown somewhere, and it took us 2 days to find them. We don't know where they went. All we know is that we found them at the ice cream parlor, missing their shoes. It's always the shoes.
The BattleBot cage is on fire.
God damn it!
I just imagine the high pitched scream of a robot just going into hyperdrive.
Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. I can't. What do you mean? I didn't install one! Luckily, they do have the fucking authoritarian bot that they keep in the corner that is just bigger and meaner. It's the only super bot allowed in the competition, so it can stop the other bots.
With the ban.
See, I'm like, yeah, basically. And it literally responds to any haywire bots the same. It grabs them and kind of just rips them in half. And then it just sets back down, pulls them in, and compresses them into its cube.
I was wondering if there was like somebody who could possibly train Dave in some skills as well. I know he was looking to learn some.
Oh, that's simple. So, stop having sex with your toy and teach it how to fight. There, we can do that. Mostly, she knows katana combat and other things, hand-to-hand martial arts, shojutsu.
Ooh, you can have sex while training, maybe.
Oh, tantrism. The spine can't handle it.
Not this age. Not at that age either. I mean,
I'll
yeah,
permit you-
that I've Satsu has started teaching me the way of stealth as well. I'll be more than happy to learn that stuff. I mean, if I'm gonna be a part of this retinue for Zarks, teach me what you can. I'll be a fighter.
I don't
Yeah.
think he uses katanas though, so I might have to teach him how to use other things. Oh no, hold on. There's somebody in our group that would know how because they're a fancy fancier.
Is it fancy what now?
The fancier. That
A
they
fancier,
use
okay.
the fancy slashy sword. Don't worry.
Fancy.
No, a fancier. Not a fancier.
Why not
A
both?
fancier is a fancier fancier.
Fancy.
Raise animals.
Multi-class.
Raise animals to fight with swords. Now that's a fancier.
You joke about that, but
Look, the rules just
There's-
say you can teach it a trick. It doesn't specify what that is.
yeah. I wanted to catch the golden chicken from Ragnarok, like from fucking one of the golden roosters of Ragnarok, and then I wanted to teach it how to fuck it. By the way, fuck your Munger's giant ass, alright? Big giant motherfucker's like, I'm gonna destroy Italy. I know that's what's going on, because the golden chicken, the golden roosters of Ragnarok, if you catch them, they grant you a wish. And if you catch all of them, then you postpone Ragnarok for a cycle or some shit. And I was like, oh, a giant snake that came up from the crust and started destroying all of the world? Yeah, that's clearly fucking Jormungandr. But I'm not fucking a headless demi-deity hanging off the hip of a very large Grecian man, so I can't speak to it. Boy.
You leave Mimir out of this.
No, I would not leave Ymir out of anything. It's how he got into the trouble he's in. Xerxes angrily stomped off to go damage control. And also check on, Carl, who's now Carlina.
Congratulations.
Harlina, second. You know what
Still as good. Twice as sexy, twice as dangerous. Because they have hormones. Well, I am going to go find some place that has very warm baths and beds. I'm gonna pick, and this Asuka's going to pick up the small cat. I'm gonna bring you with me.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, Dave. Have fun in your room.
Like how long? Ah, fuck it. I don't even care.
You're not seeing them for the rest of the night. It's going to take her at least 18 hours.
I didn't think so.
Being the biggest Oni in the world, also the smallest, contradictory Oni aside, they have a lot of endurance, but that is because they spent most of their life fighting.
Oh, I
Build
thought
up
you were
a
talking
very
about
high
Satsu.
Oh no, you're definitely not Satsu. Oh, Satsu will be fine, I'm sure. They look sturdy with their hips. Oh, okay. Freaky ass out. Hey Satsu, have you ever been between an Oni and a horse place before?
I'm gonna say not yet.
Hey, that's a good answer. As you're fucking leaving, Dave can just hear. So where is this Jack you're so interested in?
And I will I guess point towards where the stables would be, I guess.
Just that way. It's just that's all I imagine. Just the cat, just that way.
That direction.
And you got Sogo there, just kind of holding a rag underneath Shadow's face as he drools. Oh, go have fun, I suppose. Leave me here with this. I broke him. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Why are you so thick? Well, Dave, you're, I guess, captor. They actually are going to take you to go find one of the members of the procession who is apparently... God damn it, it's always a Kitsune. Ricky's influence has not stopped spreading through Asia.
As is
So,
good and proper.
Chicken, snakes, and kitsune. See, these are the three. We should just get this fucking official artwork for like the first hardback this game has. Should have the three of those on it. A fucking fox, a snake, and a chicken.
Wait, I think I've heard this quick puzzle somewhere before.
Nah, it's not a quick puzzle. It's just the fact that I'm pointing out the obvious. Oh, that's no. It went snake. It went chicken, snakes, kitsunes, then elves.
An elf is trying to get their chicken, snake, and fox across their... Leave the fox alone with the chicken. Snake alone. If you snake alone with the fox, snake alone with the fox. How do you get them across?
I got it. Shoot them all. All right, Dave. we
And
get
then
to
take their
spend
corpses.
True.
What are we doing now?
That's a good question.
Sorry, my brain shut off when somebody mentioned Fuyu in a chat as like an example of a character that somebody has wrote that is apparently too sexy despite having no artwork. And it fucked with my head. It's like, wait, what? Like, I've mentioned them one time to you and I told you about their exploits. Why are you obsessed? Stop obsessing over them! The damn random number generator thingy that makes bosses was obsessed over them. Yeah, you get to learn how to, let's see, saber usage. Ah! A kitsune with a carabella? Respect. It's quite a girthy saber. So, that kitsune is using basically a Polish saber. Yeah. Also known as a Zabla. They'll give you the dummy Zabla to use with their dummy Zabla.
I'm kind of hesitant. The last time I sparred with someone, shit got weird. Fuck. What's that?
Oh, who the fuck is calling me? I don't know this number, but it's from Houston.
They're calling about your extended warranty.
Nah, see, the new thing now with all these lazy ass fucking Indian dudes up there that say that they're working out of Cali when these motherfuckers are sitting on their asses in an office in Bangladesh or some shit. Their new thing right now is like, You're from the automotive department. Based on your drive, bitch, I don't have a vehicle. I've always carpooled because we've never been able to use more than one vehicle at a time. We've been down on our luck. Fuck do you mean based on my driving record? What, my forklift skills? Yeah, they're pretty dope. What of it? But yeah, that aside, you guys do the starring. These are gonna count as actual things, by the way, and how many?
All right.
Depending on how many, I guess, points you would want, it's kind of the same as like how it was explained to me with physical exercise. Essentially, how many matches would you want to determine how many points your saber skill is going to go up?
Okay.
Because it takes 30 minutes a match. You've still got about 16, 17 hours left in the day. So,
Let's go. Like in reality, probably like 2 hours for swords, and then I would go and maybe practice some of that silent step that Sats taught me a while ago. Spend like an hour on that.
I mean, Soak could probably teach you a little bit more stealth too, because silent
Yeah,
are very
okay.
scary. He could also teach you how to fight with your hands.
Okay, so if we got that much time, let's do like 2 hours sword, 2 hours unarmed, and then 2 hours silent, and then soak. It's a good 6-hour training. It's not too bad.
All right, what martial arts did she roll with? Oh, she's very dangerous. She's got 4 martial arts masteries.
Watch it.
Oh,
like
she-
something. Right.
No, this is concerning. No. So is a master in apparently Aikido. What is this one called? How do you pronounce that? Iaijutsu, I think. Iaido, i.e., basically Iaido, which is basically Japanese. Specifically uses of like the sword, more specifically, which it can be. It's similar to Kendo, but it's more like lethal Kendo. I guess does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
But like her father, she's a master at utilizing Iaido in the draw of the sword rather than constant reflective attack. She's much better at very precise in just single drawing strikes. And she can... she's pretty well off. Alright. And lastly, she knows Ken... Okay, so yeah, she can fucking whoop somebody's ass. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I guess the best one for you, if you wanted to learn martial arts with your hands and underarm, she's gonna try and teach you Kenpo. Because that literally just means like fist method, I think.
Yep.
It's fucking great. I love Japanese.
What is this tree called? Ah, yes, a refined language.
Yeah, Nippon. Sunrise Land. I love that that's not inaccurate. I love that that's literally what it means. That's why everybody's like, oh, they call it the land of the rising sun because it's majestic. It's on the east. It's
the first of cultural innovation, and then me, an intellectual. It's because their nation literally just translates to Sunrise Land. That's why they call it Land of the Rising Sun. It's not fancy. It's just straightforward.
Can you stop calling us dipshit? Okay, what do you want me to call you then, dipshit? How about Sunrise Land?
Dumbass.
Hey, Laura! Hey, is Layara still on you?
Yep.
Ah, she gets
Ah.
involved in this too.
Cold.
Can Layara get drunk?
No.
Okay, good. What's Layara's thoughts of extremely powerful magic being put on them? Just like, not even like, yeah, a spell, like a physical coating thereof.
Probably not too pleased.
Well, they should probably skedaddle then.
Every time
Or go sit in the corner.
around far, it's not into. Oh,
It's not Asuka's fault that their physiology is literally magical. It's the world's fault for existing. They didn't give their consent. It's my favorite arc. This you can put on different music, by the way. If you want, this music right here. I've got a lot of retarded things going on in my head with it. Thank you for that. Where's the music that makes fun of Dave? Or me? Or, I don't know, Shadow. Shadow's not here, though, so it's not fun to bully him. You want to bully him real hard right now, though? Send him porn, because he can't do anything. Fucking hilarious. Alright, Dave, so you did your training, but, yeah, you've got about 16 health left.
16 health left. Okay, let's go find some meat.
Thank you for that, by the way. That fucking drove Zarsis up a wall is when he heard the faint. Because of one of you idiots.
oh no.
I mean,
So
he
what all
loves...
do I get with that 6-hour training?
So
Oh,
6
shit.
hours, 2 hours each, 30 minutes. So that's going to be, in each of those skills, exactly 1 point. I mean,
So
for each,
Marshall.
excuse me, it's 1 point. No, I think it's because it's not a actual encounter. It'll be, let's see, you spent 2 hours, so 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. So that'll be 2 points for the saber, 2 points for the unarmed. I think that's how it works because you get half value if it's not live combat. It's one of those, you know, nothing's a better teacher than the actual thing you're doing.
Right.
Like, if
2
you're just going
points.
to basic, that's they're actually kill you, then that's not quite training.
Yeah.
So 2 in saber. You said 2 in saber, 2 in silence, and then 2 in martial
Mm-hmm.
tempo.
The Kenpo's mainly why you lost a lot of health because of blunt force trauma from her big ass fist. And then immediately rubbing, just sorry. Got lost in teaching. Yeah.
Wave the tiger paws you across the room.
Where?
Tiger palm. Ugh.
I mean, we're not even gonna get into the fact that most of the silent actually have martial skills.
Right into the jejunum.
Like, we're not even talking about their martial arts mastery. We're talking about the specific thing that you can look in the rulebooks and find the martial skill, which is
Okay.
literally the physical equivalent of magical spells.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, she has her father's fucking little lightning streak that he could do, but she stands out on her own as a warrior.
Yakugan.
Is
No,
is that something I got with that, or just the actual hand-to-hand combat stuff?
You'd have to train an exceptional amount of time with her to learn her martial skill,
Okay.
because she's developed it over 20 plus years of combat. And it can be taught in under 20 years, but it would be, you'd have to spend every day of like a month
Wow.
to understand the fundamentals, and then keep doing that every day for 2 or 3 more months to start actually using it.
Okay.
Bakugan is that thing, plastic marble, flip out and
You're thinking of
Rack.
Byakugan. Yeah, Byakugan. Sharingan.
Chidori.
Chidori, ooh, it's so cool. Rasengan stupid. Me, intellectual, loving the difference in pressure and destructive force. Bro, I'm just saying, alright. We can all take solace in the fact that Sakura remained fucking useless from start to finish.
They're like what was it, Tai Lee?
Oh, yeah.
They both just use their fists to solve problems. Sakura's kind of at it.
You got Rock Lee, then you actually had Ty Lee, who was insane from Avatar. That bitch was crazy. Wanted to fuck Sokka a lot. She was weird.
I don't know
Poor
what you're
Sokka.
talking about. Sokka, masculine.
I mean, he had a lot of balls, considering that everybody around him was a magical demigod.
But all he needed was boomerang.
He did good with his boomerang. Like they did a good job giving him actual moments of clarity like that, but still retaining the lovable idiot style. I didn't mind like the Legend of the second continuation, but like, it was really good up until like 2-3/4 of the way through. Then it kind of dropped off in quality. It kind of got off. It's like, I'm sad. This was good until this point.
First season of Avatar, those 4 books. That's all you need. Korra doesn't
yeah.
exist.
I mean, yeah.
Only watch
Right.
Korra if you want a lot of background detail. That
Like, don't get me wrong, like, I didn't mind Korra, but please stop trying to make them an equal comparison to Aang, a motherfucker that stopped Fire Lord Ozu during the most powerful time of year, like, in history, and also developed fucking blood bending into a proper master form to the point where he can rob you of your bending. Alright, there's no contest. Anyways.
With just to go back with the things that I learned, would that like for the learned skills? Would that be like the strike like bull one with the +1 attack to unarmed strike?
yeah, that's your lot.
Was that would that be something that martial art training would have given me, or
Yep, because you're learning it from somebody else that's already take up when you have the lots of path and
Yeah, like Sohir's kind of peaked out on those. She's got like 13 learned skills. I don't think there's very many things left she could kill to get quick levels. She's probably gonna have to resort to crawling around in dungeons like a noob. She's not the most dangerous of the silent either. She's very new. She's only been doing it for about 20 years. Most
someone
dangerous.
got a rat problem up here.
I mean, yeah. The most dangerous one is probably the Silent Queen, which is one of Asuka's wives. I mean, you've got a fucking, what is she? I think her species is Nightjar. Her concept was to basically, I mean, she's the one who came up with the idea of having secret police. But they're not oppressive secret police. They're just there to keep the rabble down, because there is a status quo to maintain in Asia. And yes, an authoritarian government might not be a pretty one, but at least she actually has a codified system of laws and rights for every citizen. Most authoritarians don't.
Most of them stop at fuck you, obey the law.
Yeah, pretty much. Legalism, one of my favorite excuses. Fuck you, obey the law. Thanks, China.
Or you got America over
Sure.
here, corporate.
oh, that hurts.
I just hear. Is that the one where they threw the fucking sandwich at them?
Yep.
There's
Oh,
another
fuck it.
one.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
another one where
You're
they're
welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
There's another one where they're asking for they're at like asking for like a computer or something from their roommate and they throw the fucking laptop at them. Oh my god, I love that that's the actual voice actress and she's doing that. And that's her host. Like, she even had to do a thing explaining that these skits are her idea and that her family and friends don't want to do it, but she's okay with it because it's funny. Like, her mom didn't want to throw the whole ass fucking sandwich at her.
I mean, but like she did not hold back. Like it wasn't a toss at her face. Like homegirl full up Nolan Ryan in her fucking eye with that thing.
I know, right? She lined the
Oh.
fuck up and hit that motherfucker. I mean,
Oh,
that's some Tom Brady's level of
I-
bazookaing.
I think the one you're thinking of was, hi, can you say escuela? Escuela means school in Spanish. And a fucking notebook
yeah.
just hits her in the
Yeah,
face.
yeah, that one.
Here, if you guys want, I'll just send you the whole album link.
Please, dude, just send it fucking me.
I mean, you heard that thump.
That fucking
Oh.
killed me the first day I sent it.
Yep.
Seen it because
It's
I'm
so
like, that's
good.
actually her, and then I just hear that means sandwich in Spanish. It's because it cuts off. It's why it's so funny.
Not hold.
The third one.
Oh my god! All right, I have to know.
The third one, she's like, can you say hace frío? That means it's cold in Spanish. Like nothing even hits her. Oh my god. Fourth one. Oh. That's just fucking great. She's like, hey, can you say 21? That means 21 in Spanish, which is apparently the legal age to get a pap smear because I thought I was just going to re-prescribe my birth control pills, but instead they took a metal rod and shoved it up my pussy.
It just cuts off. God, these are great. I'll save that for later.
Sorry.
God damn it, Minecraft launcher, cancel the update. No! I need to take it off my taskbar. Every time I accidentally click on the Minecraft launcher, it's like, I'm gonna update now! Ah! Like, instantly.
It's like fucking Internet Explorer. Can't remove every time you go to search for. Oh, did you mean to use Explorer? No!
No! Alright. No, dude. According to
You
my
should upgrade
weather
to Edge.
notification.
You've upgraded this. No, you haven't. Fuck off.
Guys, according to my thing down here, it's fucking windy outside. Okay. Oh, yeah. Dave's almost dead. Satsu's getting Satsu'd. Jack holds out as long as he can, but sadly, horses can only last so long. Oni, on the other hand, are fucking problematic. Thank God that's fucking sturdy walls. Everybody else in the stable was like, horse must be having a fit. We'll give it a bath tomorrow. Right now, I'm just gonna let it throw its bitch fit. Little do they know. All right, I gotta know. Does Oscar find out how that tentacle feels on their dong if it's still inside the comfy cat while they use it? All right, that's fine with them.
I guess he's asking, how does it feel?
Is it an invasive species?
Yes.
Ooh.
It is a parasite.
There's, I was gonna try and turn that into a D's nuts joke, but I gave up halfway. Yeah, no, I got nothing how to turn parasite into D's nuts right now. My brain hurts. We'll roll over to tomorrow morning because Dave got his training and got to go spend more time with the big Oni, who just basically sat in bed with him all night and watched him read stuff.
I was gonna say, wait, can I get something to eat first before I went with her because I only have 16 hit points. Because I don't heal like normal people do. I gotta grub.
I would also like to eat in the morning.
And if it's like one of those breakfast spreads that we had the prior day, I was gonna take like a handful of bacon, set it aside, and then take the platter. And go.
Bacon.
Then, yeah. Okay, so I guess we could see if you have one of these jobs available.
I mean, how long do we gotta wait, or how long do we have before the real bad thing shows up, the reviler or whatever the hell it's called? Oh, only one day. Yeah, let's go. Let's try faster.
So what do you got for us, Xerxes?
Your domain, Xerxes. I ain't gotta do shit.
Hello?
Roll.
Does that mean we win?
No, it means that Shadow's the DM now.
Ah, shit.
Is that bad?
Did Xerxes die?
Oh, no.
Can you hear me?
Ah,
Now
There
I
we go.
can.
What the fuck was? My stuff must have accidentally disconnected. My bad.
Don't do it.
Oh wait, hold on. I know why it's wrong.
It ain't right.
I had the L joint in here instead of the straight sex 3.5. I needed to flip them around because sometimes the connection jumps across when it's up here if it's like this in this ear, but because this splitter down here is long enough, it straightens the connection back out. There we go. All right, so you're going north. In one of them, you can go north. You're going to be going past the Baltics, going a little bit further down, and you're going to be delivering something to France. That would take you maybe a day and a half at the most, unless you are okay with going through dangerous territory, and they will be taking a golem drawn carriage of their own purchase.
Damn, Dave.
I ain't dragging shit.
Rude. It'll pay all right. You'll get 50 gold for each of you for the trip. one way, 50 gold back, and 100 plus for any fights and or anything that you do along the way. As
We'll take that one.
Conference. Okay. I mean, the other one would have taken like 4 days, but it had a flat rate of 1 plat each, but that's fine.
You forget 2 gold equals 1 plat.
I mean, yeah, but if you go the dangerous, well, okay, just know that the minimal level on the dangerous route is 8. Oh, did I say minimal? The minimal magic level can go up to 8. So there are dangerous things there. It's alright though. You'll be fine. You're strong. They do have some anti-magic supplies. They said, you probably won't have to worry too much though, because every nation hates bandits, but bandits are persistent. Even when they're getting attacked and shut down, they still bounce back. But yeah, if you take that one, that's fine. It'll just be a quick day ride down, because golems go fast as shit. It's just if golems get shut off halfway through, it's too much cargo for you to move by hand, so you're gonna have to wait till the golems get back up.
Golems fast as fuck. They also not fast as fuck.
Buckle your seatbelt.
I think could probably put Elevin on this as extra backup, but he probably won't be happy because he's only been here for a day. Nah, you'll be fine, I'm sure. Between you and the merchant. Yeah, no, it'll be alright. The merchant's decently skilled, apparently. Former field marshal. Oh, so he's a commander, okay. Oh, well, good to know that apparently, according to this request, yeah, no, he just wants you to help him take a fuckload of medicine and relief supplies to central France, which apparently got struck by some sort of falling star.
Just one.
That could be conveniently turned into a katana.
Well, see, the problem is that falling stars can either be comets, nickel iron meteorites, and sometimes they can be like literal living creatures in the form of extraterrestrial golems, which do happen a lot. So 50-50. Or 33. Anyways, I know, kind of, even though the little clipboard just has like the one sheet of paper, when they peel this slightly purple colored, it's like purple and with black ink on it. It's a decently easy to read combination. And they'll hand it over and you watch another one just kind of pop up despite it being a single sheet still. Alright, so this is your request. You go find this guy. He wants to leave by midday, so you've got a few hours to go back and talk to your horse if you want, or try and earn more favor from the giant Oni. Or not giant. I'm so used to her being tall. She got short like 4 years ago. It's been fucking with my head.
I mean, I don't want to get involved in that because then I'd be many hours in.
At least you had fun. At least I hope.
But I'd like to make the request on time.
That's true. She didn't break my stables, did she? The wall sturdy still? I told him to build it out of ironwood for a reason, because I know you fucking... Not you, just like the fucking horn dogs that live here. But, centaurs need a place for fucking privacy. That's not a bad thing. They don't like it. Okay, you make them do it on waterbeds one time and you're cruel. It's fucking... fuck you, okay? Ever see somebody with hooves try to stand on a waterbed? That shit's goddamn hilarious. Yeah, go. Don't mind me. I'm grumbling because apparently with godhood comes being fucking old as shit.
Well, you are around for a while.
Yeah, I've been around for a long ass while. Man, my family's probably dead in the real world. Oh well. What you gonna do?
maybe kill some things.
Hey, there you go. I'll do it that way.
Could always check on.
True. Should we check on them, Dave?
Sorry, check on who? Who we checking on?
Would you like to reiterate?
Oh,
Oh, I mean, well, no, my like family from the other world. My family here is fine. My little bastard spawn are okay. They're somewhere in the domain. Jimmy's around here somewhere. Fucking Asuka's twins. Had to go
Probably
fetch
do that
little-
after we get back.
I had to fetch that little
Good check.
bastard from the other world. Motherfucker ran off, and I had to go jack a body over there. And this cultish ass guild captured me, so I had to fight my way free. And there was this enormous monstrosity of a fucking man with arms the size of trees and a boisterous laugh. And he said himself was the mountain. And then I woke up in another city.
Got yourself.
Xerxes, because he had to possess a body, nobody believed him, and he was kind of in a hurry to try and find his kids, because he had kind of worried, because, you know, it was like a year in that world, but that was like 3.5 years here, and he told them to be back in 8 months?
Literally pulled a Jenna. Yeah, I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, and so, like, Jesus fuck. Yeah, and in his escape, he found Mons, and then Mons punched him, and then he woke up somewhere else, because apparently, if it wasn't for the fact that he was inhabiting that body, that person would have died. Instead, it just put their body into a coma while it suffered slowly into recovery. I remember a fist the size of a fucking skateboard coming at me. More like a boogie board. Anyways, they're over there. And I'll point to that way. Off towards the est.
I was gonna guess west. Okay, so we'll head that way. See how they're doing before we head out.
Yeah, just make sure you don't get pharmacy staff right too.
What?
Don't
No,
worry
it's
about
okay.
it.
They're fast, but they get distracted.
What? Just like stops mid sentence, just like, oh, I'm just not gonna question it.
Oh my god, the fucking merchant is a banshee.
Doing here?
That's a good question.
Died.
Nobody died.
That's where they come from.
That's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
The Banshee like start selling things as a way to.
I'm not sure, but the dice decided their species is banshee. Okay then. I see. Her name is Kiva. You want to know how that's spelled in Irish?
Actually, no. I did.
Wait, you did or you don't?
A friend of mine actually used that as their name in a D&D game.
Do they spell it correctly?
That they did, yes.
Dave, are you aware of how you spell Kiva in Irish?
It probably starts with an X and ends with a STHCHS.
Sure.
Yep. Uh-huh. That's what I'm. Same thing as like Siobhan and all those other ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I love my fucking native fucking heritage language. Just. Mwah.
I'm not drunk.
That's
Oh,
about
yeah,
right.
no.
That's what I thought.
Here's another one of my favorites. Is this? That's actually fun fact. That one right there. One, that's Cleona. Two, not a lot of people know that. That's the literal name of the queen of all banshees. There's literally a banshee queen in Irish mythology.
Yep.
She's fucking scary.
Okay, smell potato.
Oh, I got you.
No,
Hater.
no,
Nice.
don't you remember? It's like fine.
Where my Fallout fans at?
Eh.
Guess who's good? All right. Cleve is gonna inform you that let's go. It's pretty simple. Oh, that explains why she's got golems. They're powered by souls. Fucking banshee. Everything from my goddamn land of heritage is just evil. I love it.
Memortech.
But they seem polite. They're just taking you and Dave with them since the other droolers are left in the domain.
Oh boy.
Yep. They're going to be very confused when they wake up.
Of course.
And away we go.
I mean, it's
I am finished.
Be away from my keyboard real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh, well, let's not listen to her song. You might die. She is very steadily singing, I am stretched on your grave. That is an extremely old Irish song. And like our earliest notice of it goes all the way back to the 17th century, but we know it's older than that. It's just that's where we've been able to find our first written example of it. Tama.
have like music.
So, what'd you learn last night, Dave?
Pain.
Pain it is? Okay.
Dave is AFK.
Okay.
Back. Sorry. Yeah. No. Whatever that Golem just said or the guard said was right. I just pain. That's what I learned. Learned how to use this a little bit better. Slap the saber at my side and learned
Your ass? Oh, the sword.
yeah. Learned how to use that pretty well too. Fine-tuned some of the stuff that you showed me about being quiet. She was surprisingly, I guess not surprisingly nimble, if they're called the silent. And she learned me some other stuff that I can, if I don't have this sword, I can still protect myself. So
Oh, good.
something like you do, but sans the claws.
I flex him a little bit. I mean, I could still punch pretty hard.
And again,
I'm sorry. Is that bad?
They just thought of Sans skeleton, or Sans Undertale, but with claws. What is this?
Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. And then I, read some more about this Golomancy stuff. And I look over and make sure. Oh, I don't even care. It's Golomancy stuff. I think after reading this a couple more times, just to get a good, good understanding on it, I should be ready to try some stuff.
Is there anything I can help with?
No, but whenever we're out, I'm probably gonna need like writing instrument, like graphite, specifically graphite and parchment, just to try some things out at first. And then this could possibly become a pretty expensive hobby with some of the components I might need. But hey, that's why we're doing the stuff that we're doing, right?
Okay. I mean, you can probably get a stock of that, or I can summon it if necessary.
And I just want to see what works out first, and then we can see. Because I think, like, depending on the summoning stuff, because sometimes it just comes for, or it just summons for a specific time. I don't know the whole magic thing, right? Sometimes you bring something over and then it disappears real quick, and sometimes it stays.
that's just asshole move. By the way, summoning a weapon and then letting it go back.
Why? I can make it better.
Just
Yeah,
curse
better for
things.
you.
Just curse things. So,
Just a curse is just an enchantment you want.
right. So yeah. Let me like read this and read some stuff. I'm still trying to get this, and I just like gesture to just my whole body, just like this under control, and see how it works. But absolutely. What about you? How's the priestesshood?
How to explain it? So you saw how big Asako was, right?
Yep,
And you remember Jack?
I do.
I think they met in the middle.
Oh.
It was.
And I'm just
fun.
doing like the puppy head tilt, like trying to like figure out logistics and like physics of it. Just what? No, never mind. It's so what?
Oh, I it's a straight shot through me. I don't have the whole twisty intestines that most people do.
Interesting.
Yeah, just be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, I suppose so.
It's a good thing you don't have to like take any pills or anything. Your nutrient uptake is ass.
And that's why I have this.
I like how you're all having this conversation, and that fucking Banshee, she's just quietly singing to herself in the corner.
Oh, I've heard her.
All this degeneracy.
It's probably not the first time.
Especially in this domain.
Ah, yes. They will cover their mouth, and then you can hear a very faint, but very sharp, high-pitched noise for a brief moment, and then they'll uncover their mouth.
Ow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't apologize. one of those things where like, let's see if like my skin is like malleable enough to like I can close my ears off just enough to.
Oh.
But then again, I'm not a clay golem, so I'm like, ah, damn, it doesn't work. Okay.
I mean, you
I'm not
could
that
stick
fleshy.
something in there, but
Yeah. I mean, from the real world I came from, I know banshees, sort of, and I know they're no bueno if you listen to that stuff. So that's what I was really afraid of.
just guess that.
It's just a thing, though, Gary.
But I'm
I'm not
enough.
strong, or rather, I'm not one that's going to cause you to die. That's not me. That's not what I do. I'll hurt your head real bad, though. I will admit to that. That's not of my intent. It's no illness. It's just every once in a while when I speak in the human tongues for too long, it causes some backup, which creates pain, and I occasionally have to let it out. But I've
Oh,
recovered
so
by
it's like
now,
Tourette's.
great. Kind of. Banshees speak through ethereal howling with one another. So,
If I remember correctly, like kinds of ones that actually stick around in it. Usually, people relate to the one that died. There's the floating head that just to death, and there's one more that doesn't have the information.
yeah, they're hard to find out. And their bigger cousin is the Doulahan.
They're actually related in actual Irish lore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did not know that.
In Irish mythology, most of the spirits are considered fairies. Like,
Yeah.
we call them banshees, but Irish, they're bansheed. Like Bansheed, which is its own thing, and then it's like Banseith in fucking Scottish. Side note, Kate Sith, the classical, like, old school Final Fantasy species and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's from an Irish fairy species that are literally humanoids with feline features.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. It's because like they were usually very sly or coy people in life, and so when they died, but they had unfinished business, they would come back as like this half cat, half man concoction. And over time, they were depicted more artistically and more. We don't really know what their oldest depictions look like, but we think they just would have kind of just been like a person, but minus human ears with cat ears and like pronounced cat-like features and parts.
So
Mhm.
cats.
Basically, possibly, we really don't know. That's one of the problem with Irish mythology between Christianity and the fact that Druids, the lore keepers, didn't write anything down up until like the 2nd century, like until like 2 BC in Rome, because Julius Caesar had a druidic fucking council member as a confidant, so you know he convinced
They
that-
were a cult. Everyone that worshipped something was a cult in that time.
I mean, yeah. But, you know, it's because Julius is why we have anything. It's because that specific druid actually wrote some things down and had his followers write things down. Even it was, you know, against their, you know, belief to write it down.
I
But
mean, if you tell someone something, you can't really stop that person from writing it down, even who aren't clean.
we think that's how one of the ways that, aside from him being, you know, the emperor of Rome at the time, that's how Julius Caesar convinced him to write it down. Is, you know, it's better that you write down the truth than someone write down the lie. Plus, I mean, again, Emperor of Rome, big factor in that. But yeah,
And
but yes, the
Romans
Doulahan and the
invaded,
Banshee are related.
Was it Dogger like file, and then England invaded the New World. Now we have America.
Yeah, Rome is why we have Britain, because it was the colony of Britain. They're also why we have the Germany that we know, France that we know, parts of the Middle East that we know. I mean, there's a reason you can find Roman architecture around the Horn of Africa and shit. And Viking architecture, because just like the Romans, I mean, that's where we think the Vikings got a lot of their maps, as traders had a lot of Roman maps that they sold to the Vikings, and they some of the, in like the sagas of the Sons of Ragnar, they talk about how the Sons of Ragnar, or at least his oldest son Bjorn, he wanted to be like men of great times before him. He'd heard about who sailed to the end of the earth and found things.
I mean, some Vikings get so lost that they cook country turkey.
Yeah, that's true. Others get so lost that they find America, give a fucking foreigner beer, and then leave.
They're
Oh,
like,
and they
"Oh,
also
yeah, we'll
teach
be
that
back."
foreigner how to. They also teach that foreigner how to speak the language of the Ingles, because they themselves thought because it was easier to teach, the language of the Angles than it was to teach him Icelandic.
Unfortunately, they never taught them how to write.
True. Fucking Leif Erikson. God, our history is fucking wild.
Okay. So
You'll be approaching the end of the domain soon.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Since you didn't take the down road here, when you do get to the edge of the domain, you just kind of immediately can see that on either side of it, it looks like these very large stones that kind of rumble briefly, and both of the top parts of them rise up, and you can just see one singular massive fucking glowing eye from each. And then once they confirm that you're whatever you guys are, they'll just slowly go back into the rock and then allow you to actually leave the domain with a very kind of a shimmer over your eyes as you pass through what could be considered the boundary.
well, we did have to get fucked before we left.
That was mostly to make sure that you were not illegally exiting or entering.
Not what?
Illegal entry and exit sometimes happens when individuals circumvent the domain. Certain people know ways to do it. It's very tricky though. It usually requires a bunch of random luck to find your way in there. And the thing, I mean, we're safe, but if you ever fail to be detected as appropriate guest, well, you don't have to worry about what it'll do. You'll be fine.
Oh god, oh fuck, it's a gull.
What?
A gull.
Like a seagull?
Seagull.
Basically, the best way I can describe
Birds aren't
that
real.
is think of a giant golem Venus flytrap. And if you're illegally entering and you cannot outrun it, it will close around you. It's about 2,000 feet of jaw in either direction.
Yeah, but as Dark sees, there's a gull attempting to pass.
It will die.
Okay, now there's 5 gull attempting to pass the barrier.
They will all die. Nothing is. You mean like the bird?
The bird.
Like seagull?
I just
Yeah.
said that.
But seagulls don't.
I know.
There
Uh,
is no bird called.
so
a
I'm just gonna
seagull.
assume that it's like a herring gull. Like mine.
Yeah. It's
Alright,
probably herring,
Ah, yes.
but it's just like how there's no such thing as a red-tailed hawk. There is a bird called a red tail, but it's not a hawk.
True. Also true. Let's see. Will it let them in? Nah, it's gonna wait until the little group are off of its top of its jaw, and then it's going to immediately just kind of. It's not super duper fast, but the fact that it only takes it about 5 or 6 seconds to get its mouth halfway closed, considering how big its jaws are, is concerning. And then you can see it. Just these massive sections of articulating jaw just clamp around this small flock of birds.
That's 500.
That thing has so much XP stored up. All the coyote packs that try to wander in here. It's one of those, listen, he put it out there because if you're this far out in the middle of nowhere, being nosy, you're clearly looking to get into trouble. Because it's not like, oh yeah, he's, there's the shop for clothes, there's the hospital, there's the domain of Xerxes, our Lord and Savior. It's not one of those scenarios.
Also,
die.
That's at 2,000.
Ah, yes, I see. A rumbling from the golem as it slowly closes its jaws again, returns them to rest. And then just the little bright flash of somebody poofing in to come and work on it. A fucking Golemancer being forcibly teleported. Yeah.
I was drinking.
I can imagine that as its jaws close, you just hear a continuous explosion. The fucking curse is infested every other bird in the world. Rip pigeons. I remember when they existed. It was pigeons and seagulls. That's why they don't exist anymore.
To be fair, pigeons kind of suck at nests.
True. They really do.
It's just like one stick. Yes, that's good enough.
Yep.
Will literally fly into your room, lay an egg on your bed, and fuck off.
Yeah. They're little bastards. Probably good eating though. Okay.
No, not really.
Of course, the Floridian wouldn't know what pigeon tastes like.
You
Fucking-
think I haven't hunted pigeons before?
I don't know. I've never actually been hunting. I should go hunting. I got guns. I should do it. I want some venison. Alright. So, he was just going to ask. It's not that I mind, but would either of you like to go which way? There's the more dangerous route that's faster, and you might get your bonus pay. The other route, however, itself is very... it's a little slower. It'll take a day and a half. But if we go the fast way, we could get there and back. It's pretty much a straight line. And if you have to fight anything along the way, and you don't, you obviously don't die, and they don't have to tuck tail and run, then I'll log it, and then you'll get paid extra by the crown.
It would be nice to have a decent amount to work with. What do you think, Dave?
Yep, I'm on board with the more money is better than less money plan.
Alright. And they'll kind of reach underneath their seat and pull a little switch that'll make these tiny little slots on both. By the way, you're all sitting in the front. It's long enough that you can fit 5 people on. This is quite a sizable cart. And it's got angles to it because it's meant, yes, it is. It's meant for extreme weather and rapid movement. So that's basically built very sturdy. So if the cart were to flip, the cargo will be safe. It's kind of built like a small semi-trailer.
One of those adapted.
It's Xerxes Creations based off of something that already exists. Basically, think of a sleepaway you would drag around, but strip all the beds out of it and save it for putting stuff in. That's a metal shell with a wooden frame with a metal shell around it is what makes up the cargo trailer that she's hauling or bringing.
Just
And these
like
golems are, yeah, kinda. But it's actually built to last and not just built.
It was assembled.
It was assembled correctly. The golems are pretty interesting too. The reason they're so fast is essentially they're kind of like centipedes, but their legs, they have interesting legs. They've got. If there's a dice, hold on, where is it? Dice, where would you say it was?
Wheels.
Funny you say that. I'll explain in a second. Yeah, they've got 20 legs. Both of them have 20 legs. And then on either side of them, you've got 5 legs that are basically designed so they rotate in a circular pattern. So they're basically essentially constantly kicking off the ground. And then they have the ones for fine locomotion in the form of the ones that actually articulate properly, like they're coming off of a joint normally on an insect. And that's how they're moving so fast, is these things are basically just creating wheels using their legs, just slamming into the ground over and over and over again. They're technically just pulling themselves along at an extremely fast speed. And the reason they pull that little latch to let your little slots on your seats beside you open up is so you can properly buckle yourself in with the straps there.
Always appreciated.
You're definitely strapping them.
Okay, good. You don't get to make it's good for you, bad for me, because I don't get to make you do the checks, or Dark doesn't get to make you do the checks that they like to make you do, because it slowly gets faster and faster and faster. You're starting to get fast enough that you can feel it on your legs.
Oh, 41.
These golems can max their little run speed out with cargo at 68 miles an hour.
A nice breeze, always friendly.
Oh god, yeah, that's right. What's the fucking weather outside of?
Yeah, it's nice and clean in the domain because magic. Out here, it could be a hurricane.
You could have just like left, get picked up by a.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen, man.
All right. So it's 7 low, a high 90. Florida, why? And we have. Okay, it's been a while since this has happened. Sustained wind speed of -2 and
What?
a gust of 45.
How did you get a -2?
The fucking for off. The wind is.
Okay. Wait.
Why is
It is sentient.
okay? That's kind of weird. Totally natural logic activity. Volcano that's up by. By nearby, I mean like a few miles away.
I hope so.
Highest
Yeah.
small shock wave.
Yeah. Reoccurring
Thankfully-
shock wave as the caldera collapses in and gets back out again.
Kiva doesn't have to make any of the rolls because she's just kind of holding on to the controls while her whole ass end is just sailing in the air because that wispy banshee bullshittery.
There's no checks for this. 45. If you were closer, you'd have to approach.
It's worth noting though that she looks like a fucking drag flag following behind you. At this rate, we'll only have to go for about 6 more hours.
You can expect the temperatures tomorrow to be at least 2 degrees colder. And then next several months.
I hope that's more than just small, at least.
Oh, for the amount of ash volcanoes put into the atmosphere, it's a small change temperature.
Yeah.
Was it a big eruption?
Well, it wasn't no Krakatoa, but it was enough to cause at least this area. It's not going to be a. But
Don't drink the lava.
ashes will be dead. And no,
Um,
you wouldn't be able to get close enough to drink the lava. Also,
I'm-
you wouldn't be able to sink into it. Your hand would like plap on top, and it would refuse you.
Zarcy is
saying.
gonna send a minion to go get lava so he can feed Vesuvius.
I am gonna like take a part of my shirt and just cover my face once I notice the ash start falling.
Oh, is this getting problematic? Would you like some coverage?
That would be appreciated.
And they'll slowly pull themselves down and then reach under their seat again, and you can see them pull something forward and then kind of go around a bend like they're shifting gears and then push it down. And you hear the loud as an awning just kind of slams overhead and drops down in front of you with a viewing little thin piece of glass to view out of there.
Hamster hasn't figured out plastic yet.
He's figured it out. He's just trying not to flood the world with too much technology too fast. But they also don't have the money to afford the more extremely fancy ones, because a lot of their doing is, it works for them though. It lets them provide actual covering. So they've essentially converted the front half from uncovered to covered wagon, which also lets Kiva stop her fucking flailing through the air. And her, lower half rematerializes as she sits comfortably. I've also got a few magical rooms in here that'll make it warm if you want.
I just kind of glance at Dave. I mean, cold doesn't bother me at all.
Where's the mute button? I don't think it's that cold to me at all. I'm good.
Hey,
Just grabs Tatsu. Where's your fucking?
That'd be funny. It's got to be around here somewhere.
Got an off button on here somewhere. I know you do.
The mute button is my horse Jack. Or other entities would suffice.
are you coming on to me?
I mean, I was hoping you'd come into me, but
I don't think your friend over there knows how to drive golems. I don't know. Do you know how to drive golems?
I think she's talking to you, Dave.
I mean, are we talking about like an Xbox controller here,
Yeah, I
or
was-
is it
I was
like
still
four
looking for the mute
sticks
button.
with like 8 controls on them?
I'm alright, buddy. Very relaxed.
Shut up, Satsu!
No, I'm not familiar with this kind of transportation. Oh, you can relax, dog. What
Alright, well,
are you barking about?
tell you what. I
Market
never had.
because it's big ash.
So I am a follower of Xerxes. There's that
What are you
thing
barking
that
about,
you
Jack?
ordered. I'm also not exactly a stranger, but I've never had sex with really any organic species in a while, so,
Hold up. This banshee died a fucking virgin?
I mean, yeah.
That's not a banshee
Is-
then.
Isn't that? I mean, now you just loaned the
Wait,
ghost.
That's-
Do you think that this banshee was made through the traditional means?
I assume so.
Oh no, God no. No, they were forcibly turned into one.
Okay, that's a little different, but like,
Yeah, no, they've had their soul rendered in experimentation.
oh yeah, just a virgin banshee. What?
Yeah, no, that's why they are one. That's why they're so hilarious. Is because they were one of those kind of the people that did to them, those crazy people that think only virgins make good test subjects. because they're unsullied. And yeah, so they just robbed that entire. That was about 300 years ago for them, though. I mean, since then they've done stuff that you can do as a spirit, like invade another spirit and do weird shit.
And maybe that's their unfinished business, yeah?
Uh,
Well,
no,
then
no,
you'd better save that till the end of the expedition.
don't. Satsu's not going to be their first living thing. It's probably going to be the most interesting one because, I mean, no organs.
No organs are there.
Excuse me, perfectly aligned organs.
I still have to live and breathe sometimes.
Some can use a dick like a snorkel.
What would that be, like an octuple bypass?
Yeah, something like that.
Something.
So if there's no fights along the way, it'll take you 5 more hours to get to where you need to go. They're gonna spend the rest of the day helping deliver the things.
Is there something to fight along the way? We actually have guard. There's a purple. Oh no. Far away and hide.
True. Man, if you were in Japan though, that'd be very interesting because Asuka's got like this weird semi. It's known as gaslight fantasy. Basically, is the genre where it's got more futury tech or it's developing, modern technology, but it's using magic. And they've kinda, yeah. And they've got fucking what is it? It's they basically got a police force dedicated to dealing with yokai and yokai related problems.
Just walking around with a meteor hammer, like tied around her, but instead of a heavy ball of iron at the end, it's a talisman.
Yeah, shit like that.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh god, a talisman flying knife.
Very brutal.
Call that shit the rectangle.
Alright. So if there's nothing going on, then you'll get there and you'll do your things, and then you can, I guess, experience a banshee.
I'm still.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a new experience for me.
Banshee
Aha.
scream right into that
I
pussy.
knew they would show up at some point, little fuckers.
No.
Pickle weasels.
No, there's a
Oh.
golden chicken on the road, and every
Aha.
single guard stops what they're doing just immediately.
I just kind of
yes.
look around.
It says you familiar with
Slowly.
this?
Slowly bringing the fucking golem peas to a stop. And when Kiva does kind of get out of curiosity themselves, and they have the golems secure the cargo. And how do they do it? They literally clamber over it and just kind of lie there with their leggies lashed around it. That's fucking terrifying.
That would be.
They have serpent heads. Why? Why, Monster Make?
You're asking this of the monster.
I know I am. I'm a foolish child asking the god why. Look at this.
Correct.
Do we grab it?
If you can catch it, it's supposedly supposed to give you one of your wishes. Maybe I can wish it to undo this. Make me normal again.
Then if it's distracted, I will attempt a stealthy pounciness.
Jim's stealth roll.
With my plus fucking 82.
Is there a way that I can like assist with that and distract it?
Assist with. I don't think so.
No, just like no, not necessarily just assist with being sneaky, but like distract it so they can have a better chance of being sneaky.
One reroll now being used, by the way.
You can
Ooh.
make an attempt.
90 plus my 82.
Right, I'll just shut up again.
God damn it, Dave.
That did. Godama.
Hold on. The fuck?
It was 82, right? With the toga? Yes, 82. So, total of 172 stealth.
Okay, 107. Passive person. Check against. Oh,
Cobra Kai songs. Which one?
okay. So you are successfully. It's about 200.
I will point out the fact that I have Silent Step. Oh god, I didn't even add my plus 50 for my Silent Step. Just gonna, okay,
That,
yeah. So yeah, that's over 200 something, 222. With Silent Step at my level 5, I may get 25 feet closer to sentient beings than normal. Throw that out there. And yeah, my plan is to get close enough to, I guess, pounce and grab it, or I'm gonna kind of look at Dave. Or
I can't see you.
I just blinked into nothing.
Motherfucker disappears into the ether, and you look at me like, "What the fuck? Where the hell did you go?"
I look at Dave. Dave looks around, confused.
I'm just staring at the chick and just like,
Motherfucker look good, like some probably some good with some butter on it, wouldn't he?
I was thinking, what if I like just do the whole open a portal and grab it and pull it through?
I mean,
I still want to try to pounce first. That'll be my backup plan.
Portal magic. Counter spell. You little fucker!
No, it just has like an insane reaction.
I know,
movement
right?
Speed. It's you gotta be on that shit.
Which I can get pretty close.
Here we see a wild Satsu chasing a cock. Day 2.
Satsu's gotten pretty good at catching cock.
Wow! Bitch. I'm sorry, Sansu.
I'm not.
oh shit.
Dave does not know what he's got in.
Oh no, I'm perfectly fine with it.
Dave's long side.
Damn right.
I'm just happy to be here, man. I'm partying.
I haven't died yet.
Hey, that's the best part about
There
it.
it
like,
is.
Am
There
I
it
still
is.
alive? We good.
I'm like, what, 4 months into it now? Hell yeah.
I don't remember that being on my character sheet, but apparently it is. Okay. Ignore fatigue once per day.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember why I have that.
Last skill.
Ah. Is it? For a wrestler?
I think
Okay. Yeah. So I will sneak my way close before before attempting a Satsu pounce.
Meow.
Alright. A
Second reroll coming into play. Third reroll. I want this chicken. Oh, okay, fourth. Okay, now I'm breaking into Xarxes rerolls. 72, and I'll add a tenacity. My one tenacity I have left.
Okay.
Which is a 9. So that's a 81, and before you determine, do I have a plus to speed? I don't think I do. Nope, 81.
Okay. Nice.
Excuse me, sorry.
Alright. So you started your pounce. Go ahead and give me a grapple with attack damage.
Grapple with what?
Charge attack.
Oh, okay. Grapple is just a strength check, basically.
Physicality.
Okay, and I do roll that with advantage. Because I am the Satsu.
Meow.
First is a 67, next is a 31. I'll use my second Xarxes reroll on that. Okay, third. It's getting worse. I'll have to stick with that one, which was a 60. And you said charge attack roll, right? How do I roll that? It's just like my normal. It says pounce is 1d6 for me.
Yeah, you're adding charge to the grapple.
Okay.
So you're gonna take that you're pulling at. And
Okay.
figure-
I'll have to look this up real quick because I don't think I've ever done a charge. Action roll. You failed. However, roll number. Charging. Here we go. Roll for speed, which is 81. Subtract the distance covered in feet.
10.
Okay, so 71. Resulting numbers bonus damage applied to any physical attack you make on your own. Which is 4. And my pounce would technically count as unarmed. I'm not trying to kill it though.
No, it's not damage. Getting added to grapple.
Oh, okay.
You're back.
Gotcha. So that wouldn't count my unarmed bonuses or anything like that, right?
You can have your claws out.
I don't, but I do get Silent Strike if the target is unaware of my presence. So that's a plus 20. My claws aren't out, but I still get bonuses to unarmed, which is a plus 10 there, a plus 6 there. So 16, and I have an AT plus 25, which ends up being 41 bonus. Which is 45, plus this 71, 101, 16. plus the grapple, which was a 60, so 176. If I did that right.
Do you have anything else you can add to?
Yes, I do.
I thought you did.
Wild Fury, right? Times 2. So all the AT bonuses are doubled, which is everything but the. Well, it's not everything. So it would be the 41 becomes an 82. So I add 41 to that. Plus, oh no, wait, hold on. Yeah, 41 gets added to that. So a little over. Fuck, I forgot what I had before. It was like 170 something, right? So that would put me at 215.
That's just barely enough.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it just naturally has a plus of like 150 to its speed. Okay, and because this is a relatively low level chicken, you managed to actually capture on the first crab.
Oh shit.
If it was level 2, you'd have to do that again.
Yay! More quick mental maths. So I'm gonna be like, oh shit, I did it. What happens now?
What happens now is you grab the chicken, and it feels very cold. Like, grab it by the so it can't like look away,
Mhm.
and it feels just like you're holding a block of gold finger. And the chicken kind of dissolves one feather at a time in your hands.
Uh-oh.
There's this ethereal head of a root for you. Feathers are long, black with gold edging. The quill portion of gold is a crimson head that's cracked, black vein. And it stares down at you. Eyes. Almost like it's expecting.
Hi. Oh, I wish for an amazing, high-quality samurai sword that's perfect for my stature.
Okay. The visage disappears, and your fanny pack feels heavier.
I'm gonna reach into the pack and attempt to pull out a samurai sword.
So, it definitely looks like a samurai sword hilt, but the sheath is way too big for a normal sized katana. It's like wide.
It's like what?
It's like wide.
Okay. And I'll start pulling the sheath off.
Okay. It's actually sort of locked there.
Oh, okay.
I'll just go ahead and let you figure out that there's a small latch that goes around the guard, and with a flick, you can undo that and slides off very smoothly. And you can see why it's actually held in like that, because the blade kind of splits the sheath itself open as you draw it, and it looks kind of like a root tail with those trailing.
Did he wish for a samurai sword? Did they?
They did.
What a fucking loser, man. You pitched out on going to Asia, dude. Kyoto was bomb.
Hey, what if I want a collection?
They asked for a samurai sword that suits their stature, so they got a cocktail.
But no, that's stature is like my height.
Yeah, It's that too.
Okay. So it's not like too big for
Ah.
me.
It's not
short.
oversized for you. It's like I forget what it's actually called, but there's something that's shorter than a katana.
A wakizashi.
It's like if a wakizashi and a scimitar had a child.
The only thing shorter is a tanto.
It's definitely not a tanto.
Oh, bro, I can get the Slipknot pack for free. Let's fucking go.
For all intents and purposes, it just looks like regular iron. There doesn't appear to be anything special about it besides the.
I have a thing now, as I'm like looking back at, the other people.
Cool.
Let me just. Yeah, it's. So it's got a fresh
Oh
bonus.
shit! Where the hell did she come from?
What, did I scare you?
No, not you, Satsu.
Tatsu's
Hmm.
just up hearing with the sword.
You couldn't say them.
Oop.
How did... Oh, right. Living people don't have eyes like mine.
Okay,
You don't know
fresh
where,
bonus of.
Eva has a donut.
It's got a fresh bonus of 15.
Ooh.
It requires the blood of a chicken to refresh it. It has a fast speed damage of 8. It has a throw damage of 6. It weighs 0.3 pounds,
Okay.
and it's got a of how long are those swords, Narcus? That long.
Sound like a pretty big cock he was choking on, so.
It's not my fault your ass is so fat.
At least 8 inches.
Wakizashis can be, they're about a foot to 2 feet long.
Okay, so let's go on the shorter side and say it's like a foot and I don't know, because I said it before, 8 inches.
So, if he's really tiny, then it's definitely gonna be a tanto, because at most they're like 11.8 inches. 11, 9. They're almost the biggest ones are a foot, but like the average tanto is about 7 inches long.
Well, this is a foot and 8. So it's like 20.
It's cute. Are you supposed to please women with that though?
That seems like
Right.
a good place to end the session.
Well, I was about to dip regardless, because I'm about to get dressed. I got about 30 minutes before I head out.
Yeah, you'll go do the work thing.
Yep. Finish that PM and hate my life because it's hot in that shop at night.
Fucking
Hot,
burns
burns
through
water.
7 rerolls in like no time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
burn
right.
through
GG.
all of your reroll, all of your tenacity.
I have 1 reroll left.
I reiterate.
Most. Speaking of like tenacity and like heals and stuff like that, was I able to get food? Am I completely healed before we left? I should have asked
Oh
that.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
you went
yeah.
to like a nice. Basically, they took you to a strip club. And you had like essentially think of like garlic knot bread, but full of like chili and cheese and like veggies.
Just picking the meat out. Nom, nom, nom.
Now remember, in Xerxes' domain, you can
Oh,
eat
that's right.
everything.
I can't eat everything.
The
that's
last time you'll have actual food for a while.
right. Yeah.
I mean, you'll get back there, then probably run away from the reviler after this job. Even though they're not gonna hurt you, they might hurt you a little bit.
Most likely.
It's not gonna
Um,
hurt you. It's gonna be fine. They're gonna hurt you. They're gonna hurt a lot.
Bother me.
Always
It
here. It's
doesn't
gonna be
bother me.
fine.
It bothers me. It bothers me a lot. And that one's still green. Fucking Cell. Perfect. I love Curtis Arnott's Cell so much.
Good. No, it's okay, guys. It doesn't bother me that I lost to Disco times. Doesn't bother me at all.
Me-
Doesn't bother me a lot. And that one's still great.
I need to finish watching that fucking Badger video. I
It's
quit
so
because
good.
he uploaded it as soon as I was leaving to work yesterday. I was so pissed. Like, dude, I get Sundays and Mondays off, my guy. Don't fuck with me.
Satsu has a weapon.
Someone who
Congratulations.
has a weapon. Doesn't
I just had an
get it.
interesting past 3 days in the game world. 2 of which they've spent with dick in them.
Problem.
I mean, it has been a week of just constant like teasing and torment.
Fair.
You got Asuka who wants to take them back as a priestess as a cover for making them a royal consort.
I figured that was it.
You get to hang out with Aspira. She's the head Oidon.
The
She's
spirit's
in
cool.
Aspira's awesome. She's a giant snake.
The big
I've
titty
been Spira.
I mean, she's short now because Asuka made her shrink because she was getting too big. So she made her magically shrink herself so she stopped tripping all the guests.
Oh, is this a loafa? Oh god. What is a loafa?
I don't know.
Is
Lufa?
Is that like a loofah and a sofa?
I
An
don't know, but I'm
organic
pretty sure I rub my
sofa?
balls on them.
Hang on. This might actually be a decent idea.
It was at that moment that the Mycelia Wars began. Fucking white people!
So, Dark, real quick, I looked through the
Yeah.
rules and I didn't see anything like besides like the normal parry stuff. It wasn't the 3 different kinds. The only one that I saw like roll wise was if you roll the same on the damage dice.
Oh, there should be a skill that just lets you hide. Stop it.
Okay.